Yo, what's good, boys? Welcome back to another video. So today, I took a loss, but today's loss, I know why what happened. I I left myself no time to analyze the chart, and with hindsight, analyzing, I see that it's kind of weird for me to be the bias that I had. It was weird for me to have the bias I had coming into the day. So the trade I took was right up here. Show the executions right here, entered right there, and exited right here. Now, lost about $138 off that trade, so a big chunk of the profits from last Friday. But let's get straight into what I was looking at in the chart. Keep in mind this analysis I'm about to give you guys. I did in like 1 minute, probably less. It was a little bit after market open. I was showering, and then I thought I had a little bit of time left before the market opened, and then I come to the chart and I'm like, oh, it's already 2 minutes past market open. I was like, oh shit. So, um, we had this hourly for value gap right here, and we had expanded higher. Looking at this now, this should have been the for value gap I would be looking to get tapped into, because this is equilibrium. So it doesn't. All right. So I saw this for value gap. I saw there was high time frame SMT like right here, I think. 4 hour for value gap up here, which kind of was one of my drawn liquidities. And then only 1 minute right here. We get a soup of all these lows, and we put in an SMT. Now, after seeing this, and I was on the market like 2 minutes after market open, or like a minute. So like right while this candle was forming, that's when I opened the chart, and I was like, oh, we get our change in the state right here. We got an order block, and we create this for value gap. That's all I needed to see, and right here is where I entered, and I didn't know where to put my stop. I didn't want to have a huge stop loss like this, so I put it right here because I really thought price was just gonna pump. But obviously, with barely any analysis, that doesn't make sense. Why should price pump? Like, how do I know? How do I know the price is gonna pump, right? No, I ended up being liquidity today, and although that's not a good thing, this teaches me a very big lesson, because I need to give myself more time to analyze. Even if I missed it, even if this is an A plus 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 trade, right? If I am not analyzing the chart the way I always would, and I'm not giving myself the time to just breathe and look at the chart and read price, how am I going to get a good setup, right? Even if this is A plus plus, if I'm not allowing myself to really read the market and price, I wouldn't know this is an A plus plus setup, right? Or if this is a bad setup. Now I'm gonna get into the analysis as to why this was a bad setup. Yes, we had taken all these lows right here, but that's not a reason to go higher. Sure, it is a very good reason why we should at least retrace, but if we look right here, daily equilibrium for value gap, which is internal range liquidity, we took external range liquidity, we're coming back to internal range liquidity. What are we going to do from internal? Probably go back to external. External is this low. Now, do I know for sure, just based off of this, that it's going to go to this low? No, absolutely not. I'm going to react off of the information that price is giving to me. Now, what is it giving to me off open? It's showing me that we take, on this 5 minute candle, this is where we opened, we take one side of the market, we take all the sell side, we go higher, we take this buy side, which one of my friends, he calls this double purge, which is like one of his models. And then right after this, we get a beautiful short opportunity right here. So that bullish model that I just showcased you guys, that the one I got stopped out on, literally happened, but for bears. And we had SMT, right here. Even better SMT than this one down here, these two lows. We get all this. We're inside of a daily for value gap. Keep that in mind. We absolutely run through this for value gap right here. Create another for value gap within here. It's pretty small, but we tap into it, respect it perfectly. Continue lower. We get our change in the state of delivery. Create another for value gap. And literally just this for value gap is pretty much all I need to enter. I personally wouldn't enter off this bullish candle that taps into it. I would wait for a rejection first. So right here is what would have been my entry, and I'd have my stop probably like 50% of this for value gap, maybe this high. So my stop would probably be at the 50% of this for value gap, and then I would look to take off my position at a 1 to 2 or like at the -2 projection standard deviation, and right here would have been out of the trade with my piece of the pie and out. Honestly, I'm pretty sure there was a low. Yeah, there was a 4 hour for value gap right here. That 4 hour is already plenty. Exit right here. Take my piece of the pie, 3.8 R. That is absolutely phenomenal. And we can see order flow stays respected within this move lower. We see for value gap, tap in, respect it, go lower. Come lower for value gap right here, respect it, go lower. And obviously right here, we get a rejection wick. And as we know, the rejection wick, this one, we do not expect the 50% to be violated. And then we just continue higher. So all these candle bodies, we can see they all stay within the upper quadrant or outside of it. And yeah, that just shows price for today. After that, we just start arranging. But this right here would have been a phenomenal setup. Now, I wasn't able to be in this one because obviously after taking this loss right here, I basically know for myself, if I take an entry, if I see an entry and I take it and I lose, any other entry probably won't work because I get like analysis paralysis after taking a loss. Well, not necessarily, but like I know for myself, when I take a loss or when I take a winner, it's not smart for me to keep looking for another setup. That's just one of my rules. It's just one of the ways I trade. But yeah, so today's loss could have very well been prevented if I just give myself more patience, or if not patience, if I give myself more time. And this loss would have been prevented, and perhaps this winner right here would have been, well, it would have been a completely different scenario, right? If I just give myself more time to analyze, it would have been a completely different video title. This would have been like $300, $400, probably more. Paper trading combine would be up dummy. I'd risk like 150, so that's times 3, so that is 450. That's like 500 on this trade. That's crazy. So that's going to be it for today's trade recap. I hope you all had an amazing day. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace out.